Hey everybody, how's it going? James here, and I know it's been a little bit since we put up a video, but here we are. And I've been caught up playing World of Warcraft, and I have to admit that that's the first time I've got into the game. So um, yeah, lots of friends have been playing it for years, so I figured I'd give it a shot. But here we are, and it's another beginner's video. Today we're just going to talk about keywords and cards that can benefit from keywords. And as said before, this is strictly beginner video. This is not something for the advanced user. Um, uh, and if there's advanced users that get some out of this, hey, that's awesome. But this is intended for the strictly beginner, just picking up the game and maybe playing for a week. We'll also be opening up some card packs because we got some gold. And what do we do when we get gold? It burns a hole in our pocket. So let's get started. So keywords are basically like abilities that cards have that makes them do certain things. And there's the list of those is breakthrough, charge, drain, lethal, regenerate, ward, and guard. Now there are other abilities. I wouldn't necessarily call them keywords. I guess like just last gasp. And the reason that I say that I don't include that as a keyword, and of course shackle's another one, is because cards like, for instance, probably spelling this wrong. It's so much easier if I type legendary. Some of this, the way these cards are spelled, are funky. So, for instance, cards like Anasi, where she steals keywords from enemy creatures. I believe cards like Last Gasp and Shackle, it doesn't steal those keywords, right? And I could be wrong, but I don't. Like there's cards that summon copies of keywords, and I don't think those abilities are part of that. Now I could be wrong, but if that's the case, then I guess this video we're just going over the basic keywords. So, and what these keywords do are as follows, and we will start with breakthrough, and let's just search through here. Okay, breakthrough. Um, And I think when you put these on the board, they'll have a little symbol down here, kind of like a crack shield or something. But what breakthrough does is, for instance, this is a 3 power creature, and if you crash this into a Rahada Horseman that only has 2 health, the remainder, which will be 1 because 3 damage versus 2 health, 1 damage will actually go to the face. And that is breakthrough. Charge is pretty self-explanatory. It's like here's a card right here, Rampaging Minotaur. Charge is a card that immediately when you put it into play, you're able to uh, attack with it wherever you'd like. It doesn't suffer from summoning or suffer. It doesn't have uh, summoning sickness. it Yeah, whatever. And if you lay it down in a shadow lane and you charge, you put it down and play it, it doesn't gain. God, brain fart, man. It doesn't. You won't benefit from the shadow lane effect. Sorry, guys. Get thick. All right. So there's whatever. Oops, my bad. Oh goodness. All right. So okay, now we got we have breakthrough charge. Now let's get drain, and that's another one that's kind of self-explanatory as well. Whatever the power of the creature is that you are attacking with. For instance, this is a 1/3 creature with drain, so when you attack anything, you're gonna gain that much health. So you're gonna gain 1 health. This card, if you play an action, he gets drained, so he's 4 health. If you buff him up with anything, uh, he'll gain that much health. That his current power is at. Lethal is kind of like Death Touch from Magic the Gathering. This is a very good card in the game right here. This Fighters Guild Recruit. that you know, no matter what you hit with it, I don't think there's a card in the game that, unless you have ward, and we'll get to talk about ward, um, that can block it. So whatever you hit, it dies. Not your opponent. You hit to the face, they're still only gonna take 1 damage. Regenerate. Regenerate is our cards that this Old Gate Warden. If you put this down and your opponent has a card that does 2 damage and they hit you with it and you go down to 3. Once it's your turn, that health regenerates back to 5. If it's your turn and let's say this card right here, this 5/6, it's your turn and he's ready to attack and you attack with it to trade with another card that brings him down to 3, your turn's over. That card does not regenerate on the opponent's turn, it only regenerates on your turn. So it's something important to remember when you're trying to mess with regenerate cards. Ward is a protective shield that basically you get a free hit. So if if there's a 2/2 card that you're gonna trade with on the opponent, and you have this 2/2 with ward, you hit it to trade, and it just removes the ward and does no damage to your creature. And then last but not least, guard, and that one is probably the easiest keyword to understand, and I can't spell. Yeah, I don't know why I always spell guard as G-A-U and it's G-U-A, because then it just sounds like guard, right? So yeah, guard is they don't show what they look like on the board. They have a different border around them, but yeah, it's pretty much self-explanatory. You put it down a lane and they cannot attack your face unless they take out that guard creature, whether they silence it or kill it, or if they have cards that they can move around the board. Yeah, so yeah, I was gonna look for one, but yeah, I guess cards that you kind of get around guard with are oh my goodness, I cannot think right now, guys. Shadow Shift, there's one right there. You can see move a friendly creature, draw a card. So yeah, there's your keywords. And so like I said, we got 10,000 gold. If there's anything more you want to hear about keywords, guys, just throw it in the comments. I'll be glad to answer them, or put it in my next video to answer any questions about keywords. God, this is why I should write stuff down. But let's go to the store and let's use some gold. We're gonna buy some packs, and we're gonna use in-game gold to purchase 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, baby. Now we're broke. Alright. So let's go open these and see what we get. So I hope everybody is doing well in the season. I am not so far. I haven't really grinded a lot to get up there. I'm still stuck at rank 5. I've been trying out lots of different things, getting my quests completed. I've just been kind of stuck in that snake pit, you know. So waiting for all those great players to get out of the way so I could move on up, right? So we got Jarl, a golden lightning bolt. I don't know if that seems fitting to keep. I love soul trapping my gold cards because it's just purely aesthetic, right? And right now I want to build my deck before I start having bragging rights, right? So let's see here. Last time we did a pack opening, we got 2 legendaries. Or wait, should I just start talking about legendaries? Hathinger Marauder. When a friendly creature destroys an enemy ruin, equip it with a random item. This is a really interesting card that would fit possibly in my WMDs deck, or maybe make a second version of that deck. I really love that deck. It's really fun. Something different, you know. The norm right now with all these decks, it's copy and paste cookie cutter builds, and it's just boring. So this is a really cool card. But as I was saying in the last pack open, we got a legendary and a unique. So hopefully we can do this in this pack opening. So that's just great when you do that. You know, when you make those calls or you talk about stuff and it happens. It's awesome. All right. So, oh, that makes me happy. All warm and fuzzy inside. It's always nice to get a legendary you don't have, which for me that's going to happen a lot because I don't have a lot, right? Orcish Hammer. Hmm. Yeah, that was our only, that was our good pack right there. So, you know. Fifth Legion Trainer. We might have been getting some gold cards, and I might have missed. I'm not sure. It's kind of hard to tell if you're just kind of skimming through. I think they should make them a little bit more noticeable. What are you guys' suggestions on card backs? You know, it's something that a lot of card games have, and I love the design on this card back. Don't get me wrong, but I can see in the future maybe them bringing some really cool, you know, card backs to the game. I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts? Maybe changing this design to like a more of a gold or more silver. You know, uh, maybe just slight change like that, right? Maybe just changing the color of the card backs. I guess it really doesn't matter because you can't see your card backs in game, can you? I don't know. I never paid attention. So I guess having card backs wouldn't really matter. Snowy Sabercat. Cool. I think we might have one of those. And I think we have 3 of those. I'm not sure. I got most of the rare cards, so Epic's what we want to see. Here we go. Yeah, got 3 Leaf Lurkers. That was one of the first sets of cards that I crafted, actually. Leaf Lurker's really powerful card. Nice. Let's do a little crisscross action here. Crisscross applesauce. That didn't work for us. I don't like that. Outstanding card we were just talking about. Evermore Steward. Maybe you're extremely lucky for us to get another legendary or unique. You know, it's like I said, we're talking about it and it happens. I think I only had 2 no, I got 3 edicts. I don't know. Either way, it's a good card. And here we go. A gold epic. That'll get us, I think, 400 soul gems, and I don't know if I got 3 of those or not. Alrighty, cool. Alright, so there you have it, a pack opening, and let's just hop on the ladder and play a quick match. And we'll see, what did we got? 4 new cards out of all that. Well, it's only 10 packs, so I don't know. I've been playing with a little bit of control type deck, like I said, WMDs here. But let's try to win a game, and I don't really have, I guess we can just try playing Archer. I was just talking about cookie cutter decks. Well, that's one of them, and so is this spell sword deck over here. I try to kind of make my own flavor. Let's do our WMDs deck. I mean, after all, this is our creation here, so. I don't think this video is that long so far. I don't like making real short videos. I feel like it's just kind of a waste, so let's do something. So we got keywords, pack opening, and a game, all in one video. See? Bringing you guys value. So possible monk deck. So, no too early for cast out. What I really want from this deck is Rahad Horseman at the beginning with Steel Scimitar. That's a nice opening play. This Alik'r Survivalist is a nice surprise sometimes. Well, I would love to Crushing Blow that, but we're not going to be able to. I think we just do this. Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't throw a Kvatch Soldier or anything down to prevent me from taking that out. Probably has Staring Cuppers. Okay. Now we can just Crushing Blow that. I think that's probably the best option. Well, it's our only option really. And this is ideally not what this deck is. I mean, I like to save those Crushing Blows for the face, honestly. But that's just a card that we can't let live. So we're not going to worry about that guy just yet. We'll see if we can get our Alik'r's Survivalist going. Since we do have some weapons, we could really buff him up and have a little, nice big damage to the face. And he's not going to benefit from that last gasp, which I guess doesn't really matter. It would have popped a ruin for us. Okay, I really want to Crushing Blow that, man. I think we play the patient game here. Crushing Blow that. We could still benefit from a little buff because our weapons are pretty cheap. I mean, shoot, if we throw down Crushing Blow and Skilled Blacksmith, then our 2 Steel Daggers will cost 0. Puts this up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breaks 2 ruins. Let's do that first. I'll put this over here. Just in case he gets a prophecy, throws out something better than what he has over here, right? Okay, no prophecy, so we'll go ahead and Crushing Blow that. And ideal play for us next turn is to be able to possibly put this down on our Survivalist, or do a Dragon Star Rider and the Steel Sword and get some, well, I guess that's our only play now. This is something I just added to the deck, actually. This Dragon Star Rider, and I only have one of them. Cast Out's tempting. However, I think it's kind of a waste. We could Firebrand. Drops us. Yeah. Let's do that. Well, nice. I was just gonna say I wanted to save a weapon for our Rahad Horseman, and this is a perfect weapon because he gets 3 attacks, so it's 5 plus the 4. We're gonna buff him up to 9. So that's good. But we could put it on this guy to get a little bit more value out of him, I guess. Alright, so that's a good card to cast out right there. Yeah, I don't want to be controlly here and Sentinel Battle Mace this, take this out, and then I would like to get some damn, what do I do? It's gonna take that out if I don't ward it. go with my gut. Okay, we could silence that. Brings it down to 3 though. Um, rather rather do this. And hopefully doesn't have an answer for our Dragon Star Rider. And we can just right to the face for the win. Okay. Okay, so I guess, okay, he just wanted to get some drain out of that, so alright. So let's, well, get one of these guys in each lane. And hopefully we draw another weapon. We can get both of these horsemen going. Even if we do one, that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we still need something else. I do have quite a bit of weapons in this deck. Okay. Oh, if we would have won if we had that other creature on board. Oh well. Well, I have lost plenty of matches with having opponents down to only 1 health. I'm gonna save this. I don't think he has too many guard options. He might be running Golden Saint, but that's not gonna really help him. He could be doing he could be running. God, what's that card? Obviously, he's not running it. The 1/2 lethal guard, Fighters Guild recruit. Looks like we might win this. Nice. Well, there you go, guys. Cool. It's always nice to see you win on the ladder with our creation. So cool. Well, until next time, guys. Good luck and have fun. We will see you on the flip side.